caffeine eye cream. The Hydra Blend Complexion. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be reviewing the very hot product that is the Fenty Beauty EAZE Drops. So this is a very new product from Fenty Beauty. I'm not typically into something like this, but I do find that through this channel, it's really encouraged me to try new things, just to kind of change it up a bit, try new things. And through doing that, I've really tested a lot of amazing products and found some really cool favorites. I'm really pumped to be trying this guy. So if you want to learn more about the Fenty Beauty EAZE Drops, how they work, see them applied, and I will be doing 2 days of testing with wear tests, then keep on watching. Okay, so a little bit about the product before we test her. So this is a lightweight, buildable, light to medium coverage skin tint that leaves the skin looking blurred and...
My apologies. I couldn't hear what you said.
I'm really not talking to you. Thank you, though. It leaves the skin looking blurred and smoothed in flexible shades for all. It's an easy to apply flexible skin tint. It quickly and visibly evens out your skin complexion with a blurred effect. The Hydra Blend Complex and humidity, sweat, and transfer resistant formula has a smooth texture that layers with primer and skincare. So it's supposed to be very easy to use, simple, quick, or natural looking foundation. It's not a foundation, but like in replacing of a foundation. So it's supposed to be a more natural looking, very easy to use, very versatile. So humidity, sweat, and transfer resistant, all great things I want to see. I got the lightest one. Man, I've got noises coming from everywhere today. My mail's coming in. Got to turn the volume off on my computer. Got my fan, my lovely fan noise that we love so dearly. It always seems to come on when I'm filming. Yay. They do have, is it 20? Yeah, they have 25 shades, I believe. So not as like their foundation is 50 shades, but the idea is that they're going to be more flexible shades, a little bit more universal, and it's probably because they're less pigmented. So we've got some stuff to cover up today. So, I mean, I'm not expecting full coverage by any means, but I would like to see some coverage. Like, we're looking red. Got some healing up here, but my skin's actually not too bad. It's just, it gets red really easily. Let's just go ahead and test this baby. You know, I forgot to put eye cream on. I'm a hot mess today. By the way, it's 10:30. Thank you, fan. Did you take the hint? I'm gonna use my Hourglass Veil Primer and just apply it with my fingers. Absolutely love the packaging on this thing. Love Fenty Beauty's packaging. I also just recently did a haul, which this was one of the products in it. And I got the powder foundation. I've yet to try it. That's a review that I potentially might have coming up, if you guys want to see a review on it still. But I'm really excited to try both of these. But like, the packaging on all of her stuff's just so great. I just love it. Anyways, I'm just rambling now. I'll just shut up. I like the packaging is what I'm trying to say. So it comes with a dropper. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm just going to start. Well, let's put a little bit more. I'm going to start with like that much. It's a little bit of a runnier formula, but remember, it's a tint. It's not technically a foundation. It's more like a tinted moisturizer type idea. I don't think it's like very hydrating. It's not supposed to be like a moisturizer. You know what I mean? Like the light to medium coverage. I'm going to do a brush on this side and a sponge on this side. We'll see what works better. Okay. Oh, it's actually going on nicely with a brush. And as you can see, like, not the best coverage, but we're not supposed to get, you know, intense coverage from it. Like, this would be the type of product that you would, like, you could use a brush for, because I do find brushes are, like, easier. They're a little bit quicker. I just personally like the way that a sponge looks better. But this is the type of product that's supposed to just be like, you know, a 5-second, like, easy peasy product. See, the reason I don't like using a brush is I find it kind of like doesn't go on as flawless. Actually, it's not looking too bad. So this is what it looks like right now. Obviously, it's evened out a lot of that like uneven tone. It hasn't covered any of the blemish up. Let's try the sponge on the other side. They look pretty much the same, to be honest. So I think it works with brush and sponge. Like I would most definitely use a brush for this, which is not normal for me. So I actually really like that it applies nicely for me with a brush, because I typically hate the way that foundation looks with a brush. It might be that I just don't give it enough of a chance to like blend it in. Usually I'm like, do it a little bit. I'm like, no, I just want my sponge. So it's something I'm kind of wanting to maybe do a little bit more, is try to use a brush, because it can be a little easier sometimes. This is the type of product that I would almost want to use in the summer as well. Obviously, as long as it holds up. That's why we're doing 2 days of testing, 2 good wear tests to see like with different products, how does it hold up. But like, look at how even my skin looks. Are you joking me? I'm going to build it just a little bit to see if we can get to like a medium coverage, because this is definitely light coverage, but I'm actually in love with this right now. It feels like I literally just have like a moisturizer on, and it's starting to like set down. So it feels like there's really nothing on my skin. It looks just like my skin. Like you can see all my freckles, you can see all the blemishes that I had pointed out before. It definitely blurred this one a little bit, and it does give like a blurred effect. I do find that my pores are looking less emphasized. Like it did kind of give a blurring, smoothing effect, and I really do think it makes my skin look much more even in tone. It did blur imperfections and somewhat blurred my texture. So what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and apply a little bit more and see if it will build a little bit. I would definitely use a brush for like quick days, but if I have the time to sit down and blend it out, I prefer a sponge, just because I like the way that it looks. I feel like this is the type of product that if you have acne, you're just gonna have to accept the fact that you're either gonna have to use concealer or it's just gonna poke through, which I've never really used one just like this. This is super natural looking on the skin. It's very skin-like, and I absolutely love that. It's really honestly beautiful as of right now. It definitely built a little bit over that blemish. Like look at, you barely notice it. And I think it matches really well. This is what 2 layers looks like. Absolutely stunning. As I've said already, it just evens everything out, makes everything look more blurred and smooth. I'm really, really liking it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to finish up my makeup. I'm doing a really, really basic look today, and then I'm going to pop back on and show you what it looks like. So if you want to see how this baby holds up and what it looks like with a full face of makeup on, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so it has been about 40 minutes since I finished my base makeup. This is what it's looking like with a full face of makeup. So I didn't go ahead and like conceal all the scarring, because I don't really mind that poking through. This would definitely be a product I'd love to continue to use for more natural days. With some concealer, you can get it up to a good medium coverage, 5-second, really, really quick foundation. And I really, really like that. I don't have too many products like that in my collection, so I'm really excited to have this now. I'm really excited to, continue to test it. And I'm actually really, really enjoying the way that it looks. It looks very skin-like. And it's, set down really, really great. A lot more coverage than I thought I was going to. Now, obviously I did use concealer as well. Without concealer, it was a good like light to low medium coverage, but really, really beautiful on the skin. Like it feels like I'm not really like wearing anything. It looks just like skin. Like it just looks very, very light. And I really, really like that. I'm just going to go about my day. So yeah, stay tuned if you want to see how this holds up, and see day 2 for an even better wear test. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so it has been almost 5 hours. It's 20 to 4. This is what it's looking like. I'm really, really happy. I don't really have any shine whatsoever. I'm liking the way it's still sitting on the skin. The only thing is it is kind of creasing in my nose, but I get this all the time with my concealer. I think it's just more of like a me thing and not the foundation thing, but obviously I'm going to test another concealer tomorrow and see if maybe it just was that concealer. I'm still working out some kinks with my concealers and finding what works best for me, but it's like really, really minimal. Everywhere else though looks fantastic. So far I'm really liking it. I just wanted to pop on and show you guys what it's looking like. So I will see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so it is 8:30. So it's been 9.5 hours, sorry, I can't count. And I'm actually pretty impressed. Now it's not perfect, so hopefully day 2 with a couple, tweaks. Usually I like to do 2 days because you learn a lot about products when you test them for the first time. I don't know, I feel like I need to just stick to like my top favorites I'm really familiar with. I really like that Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer, but it's not one that I've had a few, you know, issues with it in the past. Now, the last few times I've used it, I've had a really great experience with it, but it's just broken down a little bit around the nose and on the chin. Now, altogether, day one, I'm actually quite impressed. For something so thin, it just didn't seem like the type of product that would hold up really well, but it really has. Like, as you can see, my blush, my highlight, my contour, everything is held up well on top of it. I didn't lose really any coverage. This actually looks better than some of the foundations that I've tested recently. If you want to see how day two goes, then keep on watching. Guys, so it is day two of the EAZE Drop. My makeup's been on for almost 2 hours since I set down the base makeup. I do feel like it's looking even better today. Coverage wise, I don't think you can get any more. I wouldn't want to layer it too much, but I definitely just love the way that it's so easy to apply. It's very simple, easy, and a little bit more natural looking. It looks so skin-like. Everything layered well on top of it. It's set down nicely. And you could even go, I did, again today, 2 layers, like really light layers, but you could go with 1 layer and do like a super natural, no makeup look. It would be absolutely perfect for that. It is a product as well that I feel for those of you that have dry skin, you could probably get away without setting it, because especially if you only put 1 layer on, it really just feels like there's nothing on your skin, which is great. It kind of just becomes a part of your skin. We'll be checking in with you guys to, you know, let you know how it's wearing day 2. Hey guys, it's 4 o'clock, so it's been 6 hours. We're at the halfway point, and so far so good. It definitely is holding up. I barely have any shine whatsoever. I don't see any noticeable wear in the makeup. We haven't lost any coverage. It hasn't transferred at all. And it really isn't broken down at all. So I will update you guys at the end of the day. Guys, so it is 8:42 right now. So unfortunately, there's no point in going the 12 hours because it's definitely broken down, and at this point it's just gonna get worse. So I'd rather show you it now. So I have a good idea about this one. Okay, so number 1, absolutely love the way it applies. It's really easy, it's quick, it has decent coverage considering it's just a tint, and I really do think it blurs and evens out your skin tone, gives you a very quick, simple, natural, on-the-go type foundation type look. Although for my combination skin, it's just didn't hold up as well as I would like. Yesterday it wasn't too bad because I only went 8 hours, but today it is almost 11 hours and we're looking a little rough. So in the cheeks, it's looking really good. The forehead's looking not too bad. A little bit of a shine has poked through, and it is just very slightly cakey, but right around my nose, all across my lip, and on my chin. Lately, I've been having this with a lot of the foundations I've been trying, and for some reason I've just been blaming myself. I was like, am I doing something wrong? And I've been trying to use different, you know, tools. I've been trying to use different powders, primers, the whole shebang. And unfortunately, I don't think it is me. I recently did a video where I did recommendations for the Sephora spring sale, and I wore the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation because it is one of my favorites and it's one I recommend utilizing the sale for. And I definitely didn't have this like breaking down. Combination skin, I definitely think that it's gonna happen, but it did like get kind of funky on my chin. So for combination oily skin types, I definitely think it's the type of thing you're gonna wanna use a mattifying primer. Day 2, I used my Revlon Prime Plus, the smoothing base, because I really like that one, and I do find that it typically is pretty good. But I definitely would recommend a mattifying primer for those of you that struggle with oils, because I do think that that's what's happening here. My chin and my lip, and like basically my whole T-zone, I produce a shine, and I definitely have noticed in the last couple hours I have started to produce a shine, and that's when things started to break down. So it's not the most long wearing, but with a mattifying primer it's going to really help. I used the Hourglass one yesterday and I think that helped a little bit better, but it really is such a simple, quick, easy product. And so it's something I'm going to definitely continue to test with different primers, see if I can get it the whole 12 hours. As of right now, I would say it did not last the 12 hours for me. If you are sold on the 12 hours and that's what really sold you on this product, unfortunately, I don't think I would recommend it because it doesn't, if you have combination oily skin, it's not going to really hit that 12-hour mark. But if you are more interested in the ease and the natural blurring effect, use a mattifying primer. I think you would still get a good at least 9 hours out of it before it starts to break down. And I honestly do really enjoy it. I just want to warn you, it's not the most long wearing, especially if you don't wear a mattifying primer. But I do think it's worth the hype, especially if you have normal to dry skin. And then if you have common to oily, try a mattifying primer and that will definitely help. And also I would touch it up throughout the day if I wasn't doing a wear test. Yeah, that's basically my final opinion on the Fenty EAZE drops. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you guys have this product and you know have tried it, let me know what you think of it below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are well and keeping safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.